Thank you. So maybe you noticed I changed the title a little bit, and that's because people are really using the app. You will see what it does. Okay, we can talk about some technological choices, and then we will get some pain points we faced. So maybe you will be more lucky next time. Something about me. I like to say that I am Java developer, but I do a lot of DevOps stuff and of course cloud. Otherwise I would not be here. And my background is mostly bank industry, but I help a lot of non-governmental organizations. Okay, Loono is one of them. So if you know someone, maybe you even help someone in that. And to say that, it's pro bono. So if you know that word, it's not for free, it's for public good. At least I like to think that. Yes, so I'm ex-CTO of Loono. That means I know how we did it, exactly. And currently I'm tech lead at Commerzbank. Please note from Komerční banka from Czechia, Commerzbank Germany. Okay, if you need to borrow €1 billion, this is your spot, otherwise not here. Okay, what is Loono? Loono is an organization that takes care mostly of preventative healthcare. It means self-examination. If you find some health issue before it can be bigger problem like cancer, the better for you, the better for the system, right? For example, if you find a lump in your breast, in your testicles, everything can be done in 1 week. You just call your doctor, they will double check it. Next day you are in surgery, and then it's over. So that's how they got me, literally, because this can be very effective. And I will show you a demo how it works, and I am really using the application itself. Okay, so they do a lot of education. It means like going to schools, to festivals, to companies, and they present how to do stuff. For example, heart massage. If you ever done that, that's quite difficult. So yes, I was sold. Okay, Preventivka. It's a mobile application, and as I mentioned, they did a lot of stuff in person. But then COVID came. Ooh. Okay, so they started to think about how can we keep in touch with people, right? So, okay, let's create some application, get in touch, put all our knowledge there, and then hopefully it can help people. Just to pinpoint how important this is. When they had feedback that during these in-person examinations or workshops, they knew about 10 people that found a cancer. Okay? Now, Preventivka is used by more than 70,000 users, and mostly Czechia, right? So it's quite good. But now you can even confirm the checkup in Preventivka, and now there is more than 70 people that we might saved. So I like that stuff. At least to think that we can save 70 people and it's going up, okay? Just please do your self-examination, it's very easy. Okay, you will see what it does, and I will go through it, okay? Because we can have a wonderful live demo, because why not? That always goes wrong, right? If you ever done something like that, it never works, but this time it will work. Otherwise, I have a boring video, and that's not good. Okay, this is Preventivka, right? It's about me. I purposefully let here something. So yes, I didn't do my self-examination. Okay, here you go, Martin. It's red. Of course, I got the notification, so I was aware of that. Then I can make appointment, for example, for dental hygiene. If you click on that, you see again, yes, I was there, but I didn't create a new appointment, so still, please, Martin, create it and be happy. Okay, you have more these checkups, what you can do. Okay, skin, eye doctor, dentist, yes, I have something ready. And this is one of the things we did. Of course, there is history. How else, right? As you see, there are not a lot of them because for this general practitioner, we go once per 2 years. So that's not a lot of stuff. But again, it can save you with a lot of problems. Okay, you can have vaccinations. As you see, you can have some information how to do stuff. For example, if I go to here, to self-examination, I don't know how to do it. Okay, no problem. It's there, right? You can go check it. So again, you know what to do when you find something, right? Not to panic. Please come to someone, and they can help you. Okay. There were more things about the application, but they were later removed, so I can show it for you. Okay, but now just a little bit settings, of course, and some points, because what is not there now is here. For example, there was this gamification. That's one of the reasons we needed cloud and backend for that. So that's why I'm showing you. For me, that was awesome. If you go somewhere, you get, your shield, other things. So you are better and better, and you can compare yourself with someone else. So yes, we did. By the way, again, Figma, cloud, everything we did, because Loono is a small NGO. So you need something that can be free, and you don't have to have it in your office. Okay, and what we also had is a map, so you can find your doctor if you don't have any. We had something like this. Okay, later users complained, so it was removed. What I think it's not good, but okay. So this is how it works, like what it does. Okay, if you have any more questions about that, ask me at Slido or later. I'm here 2 days. Okay. So our main choices we did. Have it ever occurred to you what will happen if you create a mobile application every time? Like, Martin, we need this application. It's so important. What should be your first answer? Come. Why? Thank you. Why? My better answer is no. I don't want why. Just no. There is application for everything, right? What I've noticed is that people or companies want to have mobile application because everyone has it, right? That's the main goal. Everyone has it, so we need application. But do you really need now mobile application when we have a reactive mobile web? You take some JavaScript framework and it works nicely, right? Do you need it? So from my point of view, please every single time do some comparison. It doesn't have to be this comparison you have here, okay? You have different points. What do you really need? And what you don't need, and how important they are for you. For example, for Loono, one of the most important stuff was notifications. Okay, why? Preventive checkups, right? Once per 2 years, every month with testicles. So yes, you need notifications. Otherwise, users will not do it. If here is someone from UX, maybe they will tell me, oh no, Martin, only 30% of users are using that. Yes, but they can allow. If they want, they can allow more, and really it works quite nicely. Okay, I will not go through everything because this is about cloud and not about mobile applications. But if you create such things, every time you have a decision, it will save you a lot of pain. Literally, in 2 years, you can go there and, this is why we decided. Okay, I know that. Really, I can only recommend going through that and seeing the differences. So if you plan to create mobile application, come to me and we can discuss it, why it is a bad idea. Okay, in one word, it's costly. Okay, that's all. If you want to keep 2 platforms, it's so costly that it's too much. So one of the things we did, we used Flutter. If you never heard of it, let's say it's a friend of React Native. Okay, so you just need one framework for both platforms. Flutter can create application for mobile, web, for Windows, for Linux. It's like magic, but it has some problems. For example, Dart. Yes. But again, please do some comparison whether you want native app or some other framework. Again, do it. Okay. On this slide, for me, quite scary is this one, Future. If you are old enough, hopefully everyone here, you know that Google killed Angular, and it had 1 billion of users, right? So they can kill Flutter. It is there only from 2018, so who knows? Okay, so not only the big name is what you need. So this is more about this conferences part. Our choices in backend are mostly in cloud. So we used all these wonderful shortcuts. We are happy, and I will discuss every single one of them. Okay, so you have some, so you know why we did it. First, Amazon. Yes, we have here other providers. I think they are in the conference. But Amazon is a great supporter of non-governmental organizations, and this is very important on all of the topics. Okay, first, free 1 year. You can do anything you want. Second, there is an organization called TechSoup, and they can give you credits, or in other words, dollars. Of course, Amazon is so good that when they noticed you are using that, they will come to you and say, "Hi, here you have credits for $2,000. Oh, thank you. Yes, they do a lot of support, and if you say you are NGO, great. One of the things we learned, I don't know whether I can call it best practice, but very good practice, is create separate accounts for your different environments. Okay? Please don't have only one account, and there will be your testing, your development, playground, and production. That's not a good idea, because later you are not able to deploy and to take care of it and be sure whether it is. Just naming does not work so good. What we did, we created 3 accounts under one company, so we paid only with 1 credit card and 3 different accounts. Okay, something like dev, testing, and production. And then it's separated. You know, you cannot destroy your production, so you can play with the 2 other stages. Really, I know it sounds strange, and to set it up takes some time, but it's really a good idea. What we also used, of course, Docker, how else, but we used ECR, that's the fully managed Docker registry. For us, what that means, you don't need to take care of anything. Security patches, nothing. You pay, it works. Oh, you are NGO, you don't pay, it just works. So that's another good point. Always prove them you are NGO. We'll go to other supporters of that. But this is very, very strong. So if you are a small company, or you are doing it for a small company, pay a little bit extra, and you don't have to take care about almost anything, right? I just publish my image, and the image is based on Amazon image, and they will keep upgrading all the security patches, all new libraries. That's so great. Absolutely, just pay and go. I will get to the topic a little bit more at the end. Okay. So another nice thing we did, we used, is Terraform. I think it was here before. For me, there are 2 important things. Okay. One is infrastructure as a code, and it's part of your code. So if something goes really, really, really wrong, you can just do a rollback. Okay, I have something here. No, here. Okay. If you want to deploy something, because we are using GitHub, I will get there. This is all you do. right? You just use some actions and say, okay, this is everything I wanted to do. Please terraform it. Here, it's part of your code. Anytime there is any problem, literally any, you can roll back your code with your infrastructure. And that's really good. Of course, if you are a big company, maybe that's not so easy, but if you are a small company and you can have your infrastructure in the same code as your project or your source code, that's awesome. Really, you can you deploy wrongly, okay, no problem, revert, and you revert everything, so that's for me very good. What's bad about Terraform? Someone knows what is bad about Terraform? Yes, please.
Manual changes in the infrastructure that are created with Terraform and create drift, that's one of the pretty obvious problems.
Yes. So thank you, because we did not practice that. But if you are using Terraform, give your keys to Terraform, lock your Amazon account, and just throw the keys away. No developers allowed. Literally. Like no one. Okay? Why? Because people have the urgency to touch that. Yes, I was there, yes. But the urgency to touch it, no. Please give someone keys to Playground Amazon, right? That's good. But not production. Just lock it only for Terraform and forget. Okay. What is bad for me also is a learning curve, because that's just crazy. If you go here and you see something like this, what does it do? Okay. So the best thing you can do is just find someone who can help you. For example, we worked for Loono due to Česko Digital, okay, a non-governmental organization, and there were people who were good with Terraform. So they set it up, and then I learned it, and we can continue. But otherwise, the learning curve is crazy, okay? Just want to know what is going on and so on. So that's a big disadvantage. And if you have a big project, it takes a lot of time. It just scans everything, trying to repair it, and it can take half an hour. And if it is something bigger, like a bank, maybe tomorrow it will be ready. So that can be a problem of Terraform. But for small companies, yes, please use it. Don't do it manually. Because with this, you can deploy to any stage, development, testing, and production, and you know the result. Okay. Again, lock it, throw away keys. So, my favorite things here, you can see here, and maybe in the pictures, you notice that there are some problems. That's Gemini for you, or from Google. Generating text is not its favorite stuff. You will see more such examples. So yes, but it's cloud. Okay, why GitHub and GitHub Actions? First, they are excellent supporter for NGOs. What does it mean? You prove your NGO, everything is free. You get enterprise plan for free. No limits on minutes, no limits on developers, nothing. You just do whatever you want. That's like, yes, thank you GitHub, I love you. Second, yes, hopefully everyone knows about GitHub, but I will repeat it. We have automation, triggers. It's part of our continuous integration and continuous delivery. What it means, we do testing for that, and we also use GitHub Actions to deploy to production. Okay, 2 slides later, I will show you how we do it, but we were able, after a commit, to deploy to production. Very easily, only using GitHub Actions. Okay, again, the same as Terraform. You can. I like that it's part of your project. Okay, it will go nowhere. It's just part of your project. If you want to deploy it, you have this wonderful YAML here. You see it's under GitHub workflows. Yeah, You can have everything here, some checks, Terraform apply, and so on. And then you can go to deployment to production. It's really not so difficult. Moment here, yes. So what we do? Yeah, we check out. Then we use Amazon command line, right, to get there. Docker, okay, I'm here with the Docker. Now what? Passwords, okay, keys, and normal Docker commands. Build, tag, push. Then one more thing. Update service, and what's very important, come on. Now it's hidden. Okay. There is force refresh, that's all, okay? It's not visible here, but it's for the refresh. And that's all. This is how you deploy to production after every commit. Nothing. But, that said, this is nice and all, but you need to set it up when you start. Because deploying empty Docker image or with just Java, it's easy, right? But if you are in the middle of development or you have something in production, then this is a problem. But literally, if you are not afraid, this small setup allows you to deploy to production. That's all. Really nice. And for a small organization like a Loono, you can just do it and be happy. You see all the changes. We use this one also for deployment to test environment. Okay. So yeah, demo. And now how our GitHub workflow looked like. Okay. See, we had feature branches, then pull request. Give it a moment. Here, yeah. So some testing, everything we needed from GitHub Actions, right? Install dependencies, check code, and so on. If it was okay, it was merged to devel. Okay, and devel means okay, another checks and so on, and then we can push it to test environment. It's done immediately, nothing to do. Just merging to devel meant it is going to testing environment. Nothing you have to do. Again, we leveraged GitHub Actions. Without that, it's not possible. And ECR and all this stuff I talked before. Okay, we would like to go to production. Yeah, we had branch master, but later we renamed it to production. Because you just make a pull request, again, all the tests and so on. And if it is okay, you go to master or production and deploy. That's it. As easy as it goes. And I know it sounds too easy, but it worked for years. Someone came, no problem. Another fancy stuff is, and this is big dispute among people, is Firebase, because Firebase can be expensive. But if you're an NGO again, and you know how to leverage that, Firebase can be almost for free. Okay, so that's why we have it. Otherwise, you can use any other library, right? Authentication, yes, no problem. Like sign as Google user, Apple user, Facebook user, easy. What I like especially is Crashlytics. Because if it fails, someone you need to go there, right? And to have the information. So Firebase is very good with it. Okay, just use it. It's very good for me, but you can find different tools. Okay, and you have some free test labs. So it means mobile devices which you can use, physical mobile devices for testing. Okay, I will take the last few minutes about some knowledge we get. So there is something I call the Holy Trinity, and when you start something, and a lot of you did and are about to, for me there are three important persons. Product owner, it should be always from the company. Okay, so in our code, from Loono. Okay, in our case. Then someone from user experience, and I mean it user experience, not UI, nothing. Someone who knows how to build it so it's correct, and users are using that. And then someone technical, like CTO, tech lead, who can tell you, this will cost you 10 times more if you want it. So someone who can see the costs. So, pro bono. A lot of advantages when you're an NGO and so on. But what I've learned, It's exhausting, and I learned a new word, ghosting. Hi, David. You are good today. Yes, yes. Tomorrow, no David. No answers, nothing. He is green, you call him, nothing. That's ghosting, and that happens a lot. So please, if you are helping someone, and then you have to go, please don't do that. Just write one message. I can't continue. Okay, but don't ghost. Just write. Oh, I don't like you. I'm out. Whatever. But please write it down. Okay? Because then it's so bad. I don't know. Are you in the hospital? Are you okay? Are you injured? That something happened? No one knows. Out of my experience, ghosting is like 1/3 of persons or people, and the team changed like 2/3 of people we had. Yeah, because it's pro bono, so no one pays you, and that's a problem. So we needed a good continuation, and that's nicely done with document. Okay, just do it. Okay, I have some examples, but it's difficult for me. Documentation is definition of done. It's part of the definition of done. If it is not done in documentation, I'm not approving the pull request. Okay, and don't write next page of the same documentation. Rewrite the existing one. That's always better. This is one of the things why cloud is so good for organizations like Loono and small companies. They don't have IT department, right? They know how to treat people, how to do these preventative checkups. But what about organizing all this stuff? Yes, cloud. You just put there your credit card, and that's all. If you have more money from some grant, yes, you pay for new development, and then it still runs. You don't have, don't touch. It just runs, and that's good. Regarding this, again, that's mostly for developers here, okay? It is very nice. When you created all these cloud things, like cloud accounts mostly, Amazon, right, and other, please don't create it under your name. There should never be Amazon account and I am the owner, or a Google account, right, or an Apple account named Martin Ladecký @gmail. No, please. It should be something like Amazon Development Loono CZ or something. Don't do it under your name, because there is always owner and admin. Okay, so please create it for the company, not for you, because at least my experience, I want to live. I don't want to be in touch with 20 companies I helped, okay, or organizations. So that's it. Okay. This, we had talks about that, so I will skip it, but it's very important to pick your own license, right? Last thing that's about cloud is GDPR, because it changes a lot. For example, you are sending mailing list, right? The best mailing lists are from US. They don't like GDPR. So if there are sensitive information, this can be a problem. So please contact some lawyers. In 1 hour, they can tell you what is possible and what not. Okay? Data processing, Google have problems or had problems 5 years ago to guarantee that your data are not processed in the US. They could not do it. Okay? So please be careful. Again, the notifications, the same. GDPR can be insane with this. Okay? And this, I showed you that gamification is nice, but sometimes users don't like it. So thank you very much, and your questions.
Thank you, and we have some questions. The first question is that, is the steep learning curve really a Terraform problem, or more like it is because you need to know the cloud in details, like its APIs, concept, first in order to apply abstraction like a Terraform?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's so easy. Yes, you need to know cloud and everything, but if you are new to that, that can be a problem. And still, if you know AWS, is a problem with how to write it in Kubernetes, in Terraform, sorry.
The second question, did you consider some Terraform alternatives for IaaC like Pulumi or some kind of using a standard language in order to define infrastructure rather than the HCL, which is not very expressive.
Yes, but we even had some of these comparison tables. The problem or the advantage for us was we had two guys who knew Terraform very well. So they can help us, and that's the key. Always find someone, and it's important in decision making.
So you didn't try anything else? You had this direction from the get-go?
Yes, exactly, because there was no one for other technologies.
Thank you. And you mentioned the importance of documentation, especially with a high turnover situation. How do you deal with documentation? How do you keep it current? Where do you put it? What tools do you use? What's your approach?
In this case, we used Confluence, but it can be any kind of wiki. Okay, as I mentioned, don't write the same topic twice. Just scratch it, and then start again or rewrite it. That's very important to have only one place. Where is it? If you have it in two places, it's bad. Okay. Or, of course, it's very good to use README in the code and put links, for example, to Confluence or some wiki. That also works.
This is exactly the point. You know, if you have a team of people that are managing the source code, they work with a repository, and you have a documentation elsewhere in Confluence. So the people who are making a change in the source code, how do you make sure that they go and modify the documentation that is elsewhere? Wouldn't it be better to keep the documentation as part of the source code?
Yes, you can try it, but then no one else can use it, only developers. So if you need some analysts to write use cases, for example, that's a problem. So that's why some kind of wiki has to be there.
Yes, thank you. That's it. We don't have any more questions. Thanks you again. It was very interesting. And you are only in Czech Republic, right? Or
me? Yes, I'm from Prague mostly.
No, I mean this application is covering Czech Republic only, or is it kind of?
I'm not sure now, but before that it was only Czech Republic for two reasons: limitations, some said in Google, but second because there are differences in where you can go. What doctor you can attend, and that differs country to country.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Thank you very much.